Capricorn, this week your love life is influenced by the Death card. Now, for some of you, this may be a Scorpio person you're involved with, but for others of you, this is the Death and Rebirth card. So something about your relationship may be undergoing some kind of major transformation, maybe due to a life change, or somebody is an agent of change in the relationship. So for some of you, you're finishing something. There's some unfinished business that you need to deal with. You have calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. Now, in some instances, maybe your soulmate is not your final partner. This may be a connection that you have where you're learning some kind of karmic lesson. In other cases, you're letting go of some things and making some changes so that you can bring in the person that you're meant to be with. This can be a week of renewal, of transformation, of liberation, especially if you're leaving the past behind, past attitudes, a past way of life, past relationships, a past belief, and you are seeking some renewal and some self-empowerment. So you're in a period of transition this week where either you're purging some things out of your life or you're trying to revitalize a relationship. In some cases, there's an inevitable ending this week. So for some of you, there's a change in status. Now, again, transformation, maybe getting married or divorced. Maybe you're ending a relationship or regenerating one. Whatever it is, this is a week where letting go is the big lesson. It's time for change. And you can resist as much as you like, but it's coming. It could mean that you and your partner have gone through a lot, and maybe there's some major transformation, and now you're ready to take that relationship to the next step. If you're single, you may still need to deal with the past. You may need to put that to rest before you move on and start dating. In many cases, this is an ending, and maybe you've been resistant to some necessary change, or there's just been some stagnation, a lack of movement and action in your relationship. Somebody, one of you may be very bullheaded or obsessive. Maybe you're afraid of change, or one of you is taking a very extreme position. And maybe you don't want to look at the future. You're stuck where you are, and you don't want to plan ahead. So you're just in limbo. Now, for some of you, you're going to be forced to give up something. Maybe your partner is walking away. Whatever it is, whether it's an opportunity in your relationship or a challenge that you're facing in your connection, this week determines what your will is to survive. Can you make the changes? Can you reinvent yourself? This is a week where, you want something, you want movement, or your partner does. One of you doesn't want to be confined, or you want more clarity, more stability, and you want movement. So, you're not going to want to be in a situation that's stagnant, or your partner isn't. So this is a week that's very security oriented. And either you or the other person is ready to make that happen for themselves. So maybe you end an emotional relationship, but it changes. Maybe you have a partner that you were involved with, romantically, and now, you're going to be friends because it doesn't work anymore. Or you're going to revive a relationship that you had a long time ago. Whatever it is, whatever change there is, if you're in the positive, you're going to be flexible in order to accommodate this change, and it's likely to be unpredictable. There's something that you want to bring to life. There's something that you want to attract to yourself. It may be that you're trying to wield influence over your partner or over a situation, but some of you've been dealing with this person under some type of illusion. There are some steps that need to be taken. Now, one of you may be fixated on something. Maybe you're still thinking about things that happened in the past that were negative. And, you're thinking about all the times where it didn't work out. And that gives you an excuse not to make it move forward. Either with, you stay in this negative situation with a person, or you close yourself up to opportunities and other people. It could be that you have become, your own island, that you've walled yourself off and you're not even open to dialogue anymore. You're not willing to have exchange with the other person. But the longer you stay in this position where you're in denial or you're resistant to making some changes that could help you, you're going to stay stuck in limbo. So this week is about a redo of self. Whatever area of your life that needs to be modified, whether that's financial, emotional, physical, psychological. The only way you're going to make these changes is if you are prepared and ready to move forward. And if you are, you can move mountains this week.